Hello, Confetti Club. Happy Pride Month. I look a lot like Gretchen from Disney's Recess, and I'm really afraid to make this video. A lot of YouTubers have like a coming out video where they like bravely exclaim that they are like gay or bi or pan or trans or whatever. And I have already mentioned before that I am queer, but I wanted to tell you guys my story of how I came out and my first relationship and growing up having to have it be a secret and not being able to tell anyone, and how hard it was, and how if you're going through that, you're not alone. Advice from Gretchen from Recess. My very first relationship was when I was, I want to say 13, and it was with a girl, and she was my best friend, and then she was my girlfriend, and there was a lot of stuff that went on in this relationship that made it not very good, but at least I knew I was gay. And it's very strange because I feel like a lot of the time it is so much easier to be in a straight relationship, just in that it's not like you go to the school dance and all the girls are eyeing up the girls and all the guys are eyeing up the guys to dance, you know what I mean? And it's not like when you go to school and like prom's coming up and all the girls are eyeing up the girls and all the guys are eyeing up the guys. It's just like it's in our society and it's in our brains that boys and girls and flirts, you know what I mean? So it's tricky because we are still at a state where everyone is assumed straight until they announce otherwise. And so you would think it would be easier for me as a youngster to just kind of stumble into a straight relationship, but I had a very, very complicated and long, it was like 6 months to almost a year, I can't completely remember. It was a big tidal wave of confusion, but I knew I liked girls at least. And it was hard because I was 13 and she was my first kiss, and I had never kissed a boy before, I had never been with a boy before, and so at this point my mom thinks I've never been in a relationship, period. My mom thinks I haven't had my first kiss, my mom doesn't know, and that is one thing that I wish I could have changed, because my mom and I are so close, and I wish I could have been there to like run home from school and tell her, and run home from the park when I had my first kiss and tell her, but I was too afraid. And my mom is so open. This is not gonna be a like queer sad parent story. My parents are awesome. My parents like don't care that much. They're just like, haha, yeah, whenever you get married to a guy, and I'll be like, or a girl, and they're like, yeah, or a girl, or whatever, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's not a big deal, which is cool. But back then, it was a huge deal for me. I was petrified. And me and this girl, who I obviously will not name, she was quite a bit older than me. Not like anything crazy, but I think it was like 13 and 16, and at that age there's just a lot of room for things to go wrong, because 16 is a lot more mature than 13, and anyway, I don't want to get too much into it, but neither of us were out, so I couldn't tell anyone that she was my girlfriend, and she couldn't tell anyone that I was her girlfriend. Only a couple of our closest friends knew. My mom didn't know, my dad didn't know, my brother didn't know, my best friend knew. But it was like a big, scary secret, and it was so hard because I saw her all the time, and like we couldn't tell anyone. And if you're going through anything similar, I just want to say that it gets better, it really does, and you do have to respect each other's privacy, and that can just be a hard waiting game, because I'm so glad to be comfortable enough right now to know that I can just like make a joke about liking women and make a joke about kissing women, and for that to be okay, because in our current scene and our current like where I live right now, I'm at a point where I feel like everyone my age assumes we're all queer. Like, I have one friend who came into my work the other day and we were just chatting about like pride and stuff, and she was like, yeah, I feel like I'm the only one in my circle of friends who's straight. And I was like, oh yeah. And then she was like, yeah, and I don't have any mental illness. And I was like, what? Wait, you're neurotypical and straight? Dude, man, you're weird. I didn't say that, but it was like, wow, that's rare now. And I do love where I live, and I think that that's really awesome that now that is so open, like everyone's gay. Everyone's gay here, and it's really nice. And I feel like we're seeing that a lot more on YouTube too. Like, there's so many YouTubers, and I've seen especially more girls lately coming out as bi and pan and queer, and I think that that's awesome because it is obviously, as we all know, the white gay male, the white gay cis male is like the image of LGBT to the outside world. And so it is still a little bit weirder because there's a lot of gay cis YouTubers, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with being cis and gay and white and a dude, but then it's a little bit of a different thing to come out on YouTube and be like, I'm a girl who also likes girls. Is that okay? I hope so. Anyway, I eventually did tell my mom that I was dating this girl. I didn't tell her I'm gay. It wasn't so much and like I'm coming out as queer talk. It was more of a like, you know that girl I see 3 times a week, the only person I talk to all the time, and we have sleepovers all the time, and we're way too close. Yeah, we're smooching. And she took it pretty fine. It was fine. We were driving on a road trip, and I don't know why I thought that was the best time to tell her, because like if anything did happen and we had a fight or anything, God forbid, we're stuck in a car for 3 more hours, so I wouldn't recommend that, but in my case it was fine. And yeah, it was fine. It was fine, and I sincerely hope that when you guys come out, if you do have the need to come out, and when you come out to your family, I really hope that they meet you with love and acceptance and understanding, and I'm really sorry if you're in a situation where that doesn't happen for you. But I'm here for you. You can come out to me. Hey, comment down below and let me know how gay you are, and I'll give it a heart. And so at this point, I thought I was gay. I thought I was like lesbian, girl on girl only, let's go, only anime girls, please. And then as I grew up a little more, it was a couple years later, we broke up because things were bad. And I dated a dude for a year. And I liked that too. And then we broke up. And then I had a thing with a girl. And that was good. And then I had a crush on another girl. And that was good. And then I dated a dude for 2 years. And now I'm with a non-binary person. And that's good. And I was identifying as pansexual because I thought that pan meant all. This is wrong. I know that there's a lot of there's different language and there's different terms and words that we use, and that we need to be careful that we're all using them with the same context and knowing the same definitions. And a lot of people were confused thinking that pan was bi but including non-binary people, and bi was just female and male. And I'm sorry to say that I identified as pan thinking that that's what it meant. That sucks! Why is this only now being, like, a thing that is discussed? Why couldn't we have talked about that when I thought it was the thing? So, now it's confusing because it's like, am I bi, am I pan, am I queer? And I'm finding myself not attracted to men at all. And I'm like, is there a sexuality for just being attracted to non-binary people and women? I don't know what's going on. I don't know who I am. Basically, happy Pride Month. I'm incredibly confused, but I do very much like women and Colin. I'm confused and I hate it. Anyway, are you guys confused about your sexuality? Please let me know. I'm kind of in between, like, I need a label, I'm so confused. I like women and non-binary people. Is there a word for that? Am I just bi? But I don't like bi because then I feel like people think that I like men, which I don't like cis men, or at least I'm finding that I don't think I do, and I don't want to totally say that in case in the future if something happens between me and Colin, which is not the plan, by the way, we're moving in together, but if something were to happen and I were to like a male, I don't want people to like bring up this video and be like, but you said you didn't, because sexuality can change. Like, I thought I was gay, and then I thought I was bi, and now I don't know, because I really like playing Honey Pop. Help me! Right now the only label that I feel comfortable putting on myself is queer, and other than that, I feel just comfortable knowing that I love people for people, whoever they are, and that I'm romantically attracted to like effeminate, non-binary people and women, and that my sexual attraction is a big question mark right now, and we don't need to talk about that on the internet. But I love you guys. This was really personal. This is probably the most personal thing that I've put out on the internet at all. This is like a big deep dive into my heart of hearts and my mind and shit. So, love you. Hope this was okay. Hope this wasn't too much. Hope this wasn't oversharing. But it's Pride Month, and I wanted to give my 2 cents and let you guys know that this is a safe space. I know some people don't like that word, but this is a safe space. And if anyone's gross in the comments, I will delete the hell out of them so that you will not be harassed and you will not be made to feel invalid and you will not feel any lesser, because this is a big happy Pride time. Love you so much. This video's featured Confetti Club member is Doki Bun Bun on Instagram. Here she is looking so ridiculously cute, oh my god, in her throw kindness around like confetti tea with a cute little petticoat and a Care Bear and a Kuma cat phone case. Why are you so cute? Oh, I love you. That shirt's really cute and pink. Love you to bits. Thank you so much for your support. You're the best. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video, which is not this one because this one is over. Bye! My diamond. My sexuality is Yellow Diamond from Steven Universe.